I saw 22. I saw 9 from somebody else. So the key here, what's the maximum data value? Here's your data right here. The maximum one is 9. Yeah, so it doesn't say how many times does 9 come up. Yes, it is 9. Okay. Notice none of those top 3 were probabilities either. All right. Okay. So let's take a look at letter D. Letter D says calculate the probability that a 6 is selected. So from this experimental, that 6 is selected. Okay. All right. I did not see all those numbers because I was admitting someone too. Probability, so I would need to find the total. Okay, and the total here, let's see, that's 24 plus 15 plus 22, 2, 4, 6. And that 6 is selected is going to be, yes, 11 out of a total of 61. Nice job. Very good. Okay. And the last one for this question. Calculate the probability that an odd value is selected. That an odd value is selected. So, first of all, you should know the total is still going to be 61, right? Which of those values are odd?
13.
No. Which of the values? Remember, your values are over here.
7.
7 is odd. What else is odd?
9.
Yeah, 7 and 9. So the probability that it is selected, 7 and 9, you need to add together those frequencies. So that would be 13, that's for the 7, plus 22, that's for 9. Add those together. So 35 out of the total of 61. So this whole time we were supposed to be using the frequency table. So you can only use what is given to you right there. Okay? Any questions on any of these problems or D and E especially? I know those are maybe a little bit more confusing. Questions? Does it make sense now? Hope so.
Wait, what did it equal? I can't see.
Oh, is it out? Yes.
Yeah.
13 plus 22 is 35 out of 61. Because the number 7 came up 13 times, 9 came up 22. So you add them together. All right, I think someone asked for problem number 8, I believe. So let's see if we can find 8. Yep. All right, here we go. So, number 8, we're going to wherever people want to see the problem. There are 19 students in class. 5 are selected to be eligible for a coupon to use for a free homework coupon. Would this be a permutation or a combination to calculate the number of possible ways that students can be selected? What do you think?
A combination.
6, 7.
6, 7.
A combination.
Who
A combination.
is,
Because
yeah,
order doesn't matter.
yeah. Who's A-L? L.
Amaya?
Who is it?
Amaya.
Oh, Amaya.
Yeah, I go by my middle name.
Ah, I was looking at the thing. Yeah, I was like, no AL. Okay, yeah, good job. Is that a younger sibling in there that was saying 6'7"?
Yeah, I have two little sisters.
Ah, good for you. All right. So yes, it is a combination. And how do we know? How do we know it's a combination?
Order doesn't matter.
Excellent. Nice job, Amaya. Order does not matter. Remember, pom-poms, permutation order matters. Combination order does not matter. I don't care if I say, oh, you get the first coupon, you get the second. It's just a group of 5, okay? So letter C says, calculate the number of possible ways the students can be selected. You must show your calculations. Now, I did not do much with that. What I said was for you to look at and use the combination formula on your calculators. So if it is a combination, we have a total of, not 15, 19 students. And of those 19, we were interested at 5 at a time. Okay, 5 at a time. Now, if you do this on your calculator, you're going to get an answer. I will show you how to do the calculations now. It really is not that hard. I think in the time that we had for that day, I thought it was a lot. So you start with the number 19, just like as if it was a permutation, and you do 5 spots. Okay, so that's 19 times 18 times 17 times 16 times 15. Okay, so that, if we just left it like that, that's a permutation of 19 items taken 5 at a time. Okay, but, and that could be, I haven't checked the answer yet, for the combination, you then take that number and you divide it by this 5 factorial, which is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay? So, that's a lot of calculations here. First of all, I'm going to check according to the combination formula. So I put in 19 first, and then find my combination 5 at a time. And for this answer over here, I got 11,628. Now, if I show the calculations, that means I start with 19 and do 5 spaces, okay? And then divide it by whatever number this is, factorial. I'm going to simplify a little bit here. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 divided by 15, that cancels out. 4 times 2 is 8. And 16 divided by 8 is 2. So if I multiply all those numbers together, 19 times 18 times 17 times 2, I get 11,628. Okay. Do you know why that did not work for you? That's the important part. Somebody said they were incorrect. I need to make sure they understand why that did not work for you. Does that make sense what I was showing? And Chris Love, does that make sense? So you will have the calculators. You will be able to do this as long as you know how to do that on your calculator. I can show you another quick one. If we were to take, let's say, 8 combination of 3, how to write that out? You start with 8 and you do 3 spots. 8 times 7 times 6. okay? All divided by, if we just left that, this would be 8 permutation 3. But when we divide it by this number's factorial down here, 3 times 2 times 1, ugh, pen isn't working, okay? That's when we get a different answer for the combination. So 8 combination of 3, let's take a look, gives me 56 on the calculator if I put that and use that. And if I simplify over here, 3 times 2 is 6, and I can simplify that with the 6 above, and 7 times 8 is 56. So whether you do the calculation or whether you use the combination formula, you should get the correct answer. Okay? All right, other questions? We got about 10 minutes. Other specific questions? Now's the time to ask. Question 6. All right. A fair 6-sided die is rolled. So fair just means it's not a trick die, it's just a regular die, okay? What's the probability that it is not a 1 or a 6, okay? Your denominator is going to be a 6 because a die has 6 sides, right? And it has all the numbers 1 through 6. So if it is not a 1 and not a 6, that means it could be any of these. Yes. So that is 4 out of 6. And we should reduce it. It doesn't say reduce. It doesn't say not to reduce. But since they're both even numbers, we should reduce it to 2 out of 3. Excellent. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so that is the first one. Letter B, what's the probability that an even number is rolled on this die? Well, we still have the 6 sides total on the bottom for my denominator. The even numbers from all the numbers on the die, that is correct. Very nice. So that is 2, 4, and 6. That gives me a total of 3 choices. And if I simplify by dividing by 3 over 3, I get 1/2. Now, I should have finished reading, and it's kind of cut off if you're looking online, but they wanted it as a decimal. Remember, if you have it in fraction form, to change to a decimal, you take the numerator divided by denominator. So 1 divided by 2, hopefully that's one you might know, is 0.5. Yes. Excellent. Nice. And the last one. What is... That's okay. You had the fraction part correct. What is the probability that a 7 is rolled? Well, how many 7s are there on a fair die? Very good. That is 0 out of 6, which simplifies to 0. Yes, but don't put none. I would put 0 because probabilities are from 0 to 1. Okay? Yes, you've got it. All right, so that takes care of problem number 6. We still have some time. What problem should we go to next? Anybody have a question? How about 10? Number 10? Anyone want to see 10 or 12?
Yes, we do 12.
12? Okay. Yep. All right, number 12. Hang on just a minute. Hey, Journey, oh, yeah. You must be going in and out or something. We are on problem number 12. Answer the following questions about the two data sets provided. So data set A and data set B. All right. So I am looking for a one-word synonym or correct definition for each of these terms. Many of them have a synonym. So instead of mean, what's another word I could say instead of mean? Does anybody know? Minimum? No. Mean is the average. So if I want the means test score of the 7th grade class, I'm looking for the average test score. All right. So you find the total by adding all the scores up, and you divide by the number of data or scores or whatever it is that you have. Okay. So for data set A, if I take 3 plus 9 plus 35 plus 11 plus 7 plus 7, and I forget.
72/6.
Yes, that is correct. So we get a total. Total is 72. And yes, please be careful when you count the number of numbers you have there. There are 6 of them. So 72 divided by 6 gives, yes, 12. So your average, your mean is 12. Okay? How about a one-word synonym for median? Median. Anyone? Median is the... Think of the median, if you know the median of the road, the median is the middle. It is the section between the two roads if you're on an interstate. Yes, middle. You're like, I can't type that fast. Yes, it is the middle. But before you can find the middle, you need to put them in order from least to greatest. So rewrite them. Don't do it in your head. That makes it hard. There's nothing wrong with writing it down. 3, 7, 7, 9, 11, and 35. Okay. All right, so write those down. Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you. So the middle, and then I just cross them out from the ends. Not the middle, not the middle, not the middle, not the middle. Oh, we have 2 middle numbers. Yes, it is going to be 8. If you can look at them and know the exact middle, yes, in this case it would be 8. But if they are not just one away from each other, you would add those together and divide by 2. So 16 divided by 2 gives a median of 8. Okay? All right, next up, the mode. The mode, what's a one-term synonym meaning the same thing for mode? It's the one that happens
The most.
Yes, nice. The one that occurs the most. The mode occurs the most. Which this case, I think, okay, most frequently, yes. And that is 7. Excellent. Yes, you have 2 7s. Now, does every list of data set have a mode? No, not everyone does. Sometimes they might have 2 modes. So it all just depends on each data set. That is correct. So the last one, the range. Be careful with this. The range is not like when we are finding margin of error where we write some number to another number. The range here is going to be your largest number minus your smallest number. Yes, and someone has written it correctly. The largest number was 35. The smallest is 3. So 35 minus 3 gives a range of 32. So it is a single whole number answer. Okay. All right. Before we answer E, let's go ahead and do this for data set B. The mean, I need to find the total. So that is 13 plus 4, and 4 is 8, plus 6 plus 15 gives me a total of 42. Total of 42 divided by the number of numbers I have, which is 5, 8.4. Miss Thede, can we have an average of 8.4? Doesn't it have to be a whole number? No. Yes, we can have an average of 8.4. It does not have to be a whole number. If it works out to be a nice whole number, it's usually because we made it so, we the teachers. So 8.4 is the average, 8 and a little bit of change. All right, median, the middle. Median, the middle. Is it 4? Is 4 my median?
6.
I didn't draw you guys off. Yeah, it is the middle here, but you always have to go from least to greatest. So make sure you rewrite them from least to greatest. And in that case, then you will see, yes, the middle number is 6. Do not go from the list as it is. Least to greatest. Mode, which one happens the most?
4.
4. Yes, very nice. You have 2 4s. Good. And the range here?
11.
11. 15 minus 4. Man, we should get your younger sisters in here. I bet they could answer some of these. Maybe. So 11. Yeah. All right. So now, letter E, which data set has an outlier? Wah, wah, wah. It lies outside of the others. Think of that way. Outlier lies outside of the other. It is either very high or very much lower than the rest of them. So as you look at those numbers, what is the outlier and in which data set is it?
I said set A. 35 is the outlier because it's the largest number.
That is correct.
It's
Yes.
time to go, I think.
Wow. Who is that? It is time to go. I was going to say, yes, 35. It is not. Oh, it is time to go. Okay, 35. Very much higher. That is the outlier, data set A. All right, so very quickly, just to let you know again, test is on Friday. Make sure you do the short written assignments for today, which is the weekly Canvas activity for the week of 1/26. Make sure you do the one from yesterday. I will hope to see all of you guys tomorrow in person. Please make sure you complete your review. If you have a question, message me on Canvas. I'll get back to you. And keep working on all homeworks and anything. Those are all due on the day of the test. Stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you. You too. Thank you.